Hi, I'm Devora Weinstock. I'm a proud alum and staff member at New England NCSY, and I'm here to talk a little bit about Parshat VaYechi. So almost every other Parsha in the Torah starts with the beginning, right? Not VaYechi. Parshat VaYechi is unique among every other Parsha in that there's no Parsha break in the Torah scroll, meaning that the Torah leaves no space between the previous verse and the opening verse of Parshat VaYechi. That's not the only strange thing about this Parsha, okay? And you don't have to go very far. The first word, VaYechi, means "and he lived," and this is introducing Yaakov's final 17 years in the land of Egypt, where he's reunited with his family. It's a unique word, though, because elsewhere we see words like Vayeshev or Vayagar. What's the Torah telling us specifically with the word Vayechi? So the Chizkuni, a 13th century French Torah scholar, understands this this word as reflecting Yaakov's new-found tranquility. Right? Until now, we had seen Yaakov living a very crazy life, to put it mildly. In the past few Parshiot, we've seen him running away from enemies, dealing with hardships of his unethical father-in-law Lavan, family issues, whether it be with his father, brother, wives, or his children, and now for the last over 20 years being separated from his son Yosef. But these final 17 years were characterized by calm and happiness and being with his children. So the word Vayechi is reserved for this tranquil experience, this new stage in Yaakov's life. According to the German rabbi Rosh Shimshon Raphael Hirsch, though, this is the Torah actually going out of its way to undermine the significance of these years, right? There's no Parsha break. So it kind of sticks in the story at the end of the last Parsha. It doesn't want to focus on it, doesn't want to point it out. And using this different word, Vayechi, which we don't usually expect to introduce a new stage in someone's life. It's almost like the Torah is rushing through it. So the question is, why? Why are we hiding or avoiding these seemingly happy, nachas-filled years of Yaakov's life, where he's with all of his children? Why is it presented to us as sort of a tangent, really? And the answer is that the painful struggles, the hardships that Yaakov had experienced until now, they're what most impacted and formed Yaakov and his family. Only through his struggles did he get and merit the name change Yisrael, which symbolized his successful outcome over adversity. These struggles are what paved the way for the Jewish nation, for Am Yisrael. And that's why after being called Yisrael originally, he goes back to being called Yaakov when he gets down to Egypt. Because although on a personal level these might be his golden years, his happiest times, his retirement, from a national perspective, this was not very important in the forming of the Jewish people. Very often, as we probably know, challenges and difficulties serve as the biggest catalysts for growth and change and development. As Pirkei Avot tells us in one of the Mishnahs, if someone tells you, "I have not worked very hard, but I succeeded," you shouldn't believe them, because the Jewish nation was formed specifically from the story of triumph over hardship. So Yaakov comes down to Egypt to see his beloved son. He's been separated from Yosef for 22 years. His entire family is united. They escaped famine, and there's no sign of the impending difficult Egyptian slavery, which we all know is coming. We might think Yaakov's ready to relax, but no, because that would go against everything I've been sharing with you until now. So in the grip of Yaakov's final illness, when he's about to die, he pushes himself to give one last command to his children. And he asks and pushes that he should be buried with his fathers in the land of Israel. This final initiative makes sure that Yaakov's final act with his children, his last moments with them, would give over the message of movement and striving rather than of simply living a quiet, tranquil life. And that the legacy of Yaakov, the last of our three patriarchs, is one that reminds his children and us that their destiny and our destiny is always to be looking towards the next mission, towards the next value, the next journey, because that's really what determines who we are. Wishing you all a wonderful Shabbos, wherever you are, and thank you.